Boys and girls, today we're on lesson 8.8 on page 487, and we're looking to find part of a group using unit fractions. I'll explain more as we work into this. Our example, Audrey buys a bouquet of 12 flowers. 1/3 of them are red. How many of the flowers are red? So I'll show you a strategy to figure this out. But first, let's look at the green box. How many flowers does Audrey buy in all? She bought 12 flowers. What fraction of the flowers are red? 1/3. Or if you want to write it this way, you can. 1/3. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we need 12 counters because there are 12 flowers. And since we want to find 1/3 of the group, there should be 3 equal groups. Right here, and right here. We have 3 equal groups. Then we draw the counters below. So we have 12 counters. We're going to share them equally in the 3 groups that we have. Okay? So draw one at a time in each box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 total counters. So then, next step, circle one of the groups to show 1/3. That was the fraction we were looking for. So I'll circle one of the groups. And how many counters are in that group? There are 4. So 1/3 of 12 equals 4. There are 4 red flowers. It's really that straightforward. You look at the total number you need, which in our case was 12. Okay, so that tells me how many counters I'm going to draw out. And then the fraction was 1/3, so that means we needed 3 equal groups because it's thirds. 1/3 needs 3 equal groups. Okay, so what if Audrey buys a bouquet of 9 flowers and 1/3 of them are yellow? Okay, same thing. 1/3, we need to have 3 different areas or boxes or however you want to phrase it. And this time though we have 9 flowers and not 12. So I'll just use 9 flowers or 9 markers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you circle one of them and you count the number of markers in there. And there we have 3 markers. So she would have 3 yellow flowers that I write in blue, of course, not yellow. So she'd have 3 yellow flowers. 1/3 of 9 is 3. Let's move to the next page. Try this. Raul picks 20 flowers from his mother's garden. 1/4 of them are purple. How many of the flowers are purple? So, we can draw a row. So this is a slightly different strategy. I really like this strategy that we worked on in this example and down here on this example. I like that strategy, but there is another strategy too. So, because we're talking about 1/4 here, we're going to draw a row that has 4 counters. And they did that for us here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you continue to draw rows of 4 counters until we have a total of 20. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Try to keep them lined up as best you can. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have 20 counters. You'll notice here, each column is 1/4. That's a 4th. That's a 4th. This is a 4th because I have 4 columns now, right? So then we circle the 4 equal groups, okay? And how many counters are in just one group? So again, just look at one group. And in that group I have, let me zoom in a little more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 in the group. So there are 5 counters in one group. 1/4 of 20 equals 5. So 5 of our flowers are purple. Okay. So you can use this strategy if you want, or you can use this strategy over on the first page if you want. Whatever works better for you. Okay, share and show. Again, I'll have you work on the first 4. Pause the video. When you're all done with the first 4, resume the video, and you can check your answers against mine. But if you have any that are wrong, please do your best to understand why you missed it, why the correct answer is correct as well. It's really important as we move forward, not just to get the right answer. Okay, go ahead and work on the first 4. Pause the video. Boys and girls, I assume you have done these first 4. It's now my turn to do them, and you can check your work with me. I'll go through these quickly. Use the model to find 1/2 of 8. So we need to think about how many counters are in one of the 2 equal groups. So we have 2 groups, one here, one here. I'm focused on just one of the groups. So I've focused on this group here. And there are 4 in there. 1/2 of 8 is 4. Circle equal groups to solve. Make sure you read the directions, then count the number of flowers in one group. So 1/4 of 8, this tells me that since we're looking at 1/4, I need 4 equal groups. 1, 2, 3, 4 equal groups. I pay attention to just one of the groups, and there are 2 in each group. 1/4 of 8 is 2. Again, if you miss any, pause the video and fix it, and understand why my answer is correct. Number 3, 1/3 of 6. Since we're talking about 1/3, we need 3 equal groups. So I'll circle equal groups, 3 of them. There's 1 group, 2 group, 3 groups. They're all equal. I pay attention to just one of them. There are 2 in that group. 1/3 of 6 is 2. And finally, 1/6 of 12. 1/6. We need 6 equal groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I pay attention to just one group. There are 2 in that group. So 1/6 of 12 equals 2. They were all 2, weren't they? I don't like those examples since they all had the same answer. But do remember the strategy. Whatever that fraction tells you, we'll focus in on this one, then that's how many groups you need. And then once you have all your groups, you focus just on one of the groups to get your answer. Okay, boys and girls, that's all for me today. Do your best, persevere, show integrity, work hard. I know you will. Good luck. This is Mr. P, and I am out.